Hello everyone, I am Seema Advani and today through this video I would like to tell how to make question paper in Google Forms and how to take online exam while taking meeting in Zoom app. So first of all what we will have to do is we have to click drive.google.com in the Google, then click on free cloud storage for personal use. When you will click on this option then you have to click go to Drive. When you will go to Drive, your Drive interface will open. Click on the new. Under new you can see there are different categories. You have to click on the last category, that is more. When you will click on the more, you will click on Google Forms. When you will click on Google Forms, the interface that how Google Form will look like, it will shown to you. The first thing that you are seeing here is untitled form, means we have not provided any title to this form. Here there are two tabs, that is questions and responses. Under questions, that you will provide the set of questions that you want to give according to your subject and according to your choice. And under responses you will receive all the forms that are provided to you by the students. And here there is the themes option. This customized theme, if you want you can change the theme. That is, you if you want to give any themes for header, then you can give it. For example, suppose I'm giving this theme. This is not mandatory, but if you want you can do this. Suppose I'm clicking this. Okay, I'm going to insert. I have inserted this theme color, whatever you want. Suppose I'm giving this color, and background color, whatever you want to give it. Font style, I'm choosing basic. Basically there are four kinds of fonts that are available to you. Right now I'm clicking basic because I have to make a question paper. Basic font is okay for it. Now this is the preview option. What is this preview? Means how your form will look like. See, we have just set the theme and background color. So your form will look like this. And there is the button for settings. You have to make some of the settings, like collect email addresses. You will collect all the email addresses from your students, and this option is very much necessary, that is limit to one response. Why this is necessary? Because if you will not select this item, then your student can submit the form multiple times. So we have to limit the student to send only one response. Means we don't want multiple copies of the same. Other settings that you want according to your choice, you can click on it. Means edit after submit. These things you can see. Whatever you want you can set. Next you have to click on the quizzes. You have to enable this option, that is make this a quiz. You have to make this a quiz. And again, to release grades there are two options, that is immediately after each submission or later after manual review. Means actually what you have to do is whenever you will provide questions, at the same time you will have to provide answer key for that questions. When you will provide answer key, then whether you want immediately give grades after submission or later after manual review, then I would like to click on later after manual review and then save. I have saved this settings. Now I would like to make question paper. See, these are different tools that are provided to you by Google Forms. The first one is add question. Via this tool, we will add the question. This is import question. Suppose you don't want to write any question, you have already made question paper in MS Word or in any other file, then you can import questions via this tool. This is add title and description. Suppose you want to give any title and description, then you can give it. You can insert image, you can insert video, and this is very much important. You can add sections. Suppose there is a science teacher and she or he want to add sections. Suppose there is the section for physics, chemistry and bio, then you can make 3 sections via this tool. Now I would like to create this plus tool. Means I would like to make question. Before going for this, see, when I will click on the plus sign, this question format is available to you. Question format is available to you. Right now I will click on short answer. There are a lot of options for questions that are available to you. Means you can make question well, which kind of question you want to give. Means you can give short answer type question, you can give paragraph for history teachers, or for suppose English teachers, suppose any passage writing is there, or this kind of thing where paragraph is required, you can choose this format of question. Multiple choice questions for MCQs, check boxes, drop down box, file upload, linear scale. Means there are a lot of formats or types of questions you can give. Right now, I am giving short answer. I would like each and every student to write their name and section. So I would like to make this field compulsory. Name. Here, student will write their name. And I would like to click this field as required, because for each and every student, it is necessary to write their name. Now again, I would like to add another question. See, here asterisk has come, means this is a mandatory field. Now each and every student should write their class with section. So I would write it class and section, class with section. It's necessary because if we take meeting in Zoom, all students of different sections give exams at the same time. So if there is a student of class 9th A, class 9th B, or class 9th C, so to differentiate the particular student according to their section, it is necessary to give class with section. Again, I am giving it format of short answer and making this field required. Now, after this, again, I will click on the plus sign and write question. Suppose I am writing question number 1. Suppose I am writing this question, what, suppose which is input device? Question mark. Suppose under option 1, I am writing keyboard. Under option 2, I am writing monitor. Option 3, I am writing speaker, like this. So if I want to provide answer key, I can provide. I'm clicking on the answer key. I will provide appropriate answer, that is keyboard, and provide points to that question. That is, I'm making this question of 1 mark. If we want, we can add answer feedback. Answer feedback means if any student has written incorrect answer, then what should be your feedback? I can write wrong choice or wrong answer. Same. In this way, we have completed question number 1. We will click on the done button. Now, suppose I want to add some more questions of descriptive type. Then what I will do, I will click on the plus sign. When I will click on the plus sign, second question will come. Suppose I am writing this question for Hindi teachers, the teachers who are taking Hindi as a subject. I have already written these questions in Word file. I am copying this question via option Control C, that is shortcut key, and pasting it here, that is Control V. Answer key, this is of suppose short answer, and I am giving it will be of 2 marks, and the student will write answer here. Answer key, suppose it is of 2 marks. Right now I'm not providing any answer key. I'm just clicking on the done button. You will provide answer key. And suppose I am now writing question for mathematics teachers. Suppose I'm clicking on the plus option. Question number 3. I'm going to Word. I have already written questions in Word. Suppose this. I I will click on Control C and Control V for paste. I will provide appropriate options, that is 2, 3, 4. Suppose I will provide answer key. The answer key is suppose 4 points. I would like to give is 1. Done. So suppose there are 3 questions in my question paper. I am just giving you demo. You will provide question according to the maximum marks of that question. Now what I will have to do is, I have prepared my question. I would like to see the preview, how my question paper is looking like. See, I'm clicking on the preview. So this is the preview, untitled form. Email address, student has to provide, name, student has to provide. So these are mandatory fields, email address, name, and class with section. So these are questions. You can see here 1 point, 2 point, and again 1 point. And then the student will click on the submit button to submit all the responses. But the thing which is missing here is, we have to provide timer for the question paper to finish. For example, if our Zoom meeting is of 40 minutes, then 30 minutes are, suppose we have given maximum time 30 minutes. So we want a timer to act. To do this, what we will have to do, we will have to click on these 3 dots. We will have to click on add-ons. When we will click on the add-ons, there are a lot of apps that are provided to you by G Suite Marketplace. Here you will click Form Presenter. Form Presenter. When you will click on it, the Form Presenter app will come. You will just click it. When you will click it, you will have to install it and then continue. It is about to install. It will not take much time. We will have to choose an account through which we have to go to presenter and then click on allow. When we will click on the allow, the form presenter we will click done and it is installed. Now we will close this window. Now see, this add-ons icon will be added to your screen. When we will click on these add-ons option, form presenter, click on form presenter and then click on setup. When we will click on setup, this window will come for form presenter. See this, we have to make some of the settings like time control. See, we have to actually make just 2 things here. If you will click on always, here there are 2 options that you will have to set, that is enable from. If you will click on always, means the presenter will work always, and if you will click on a specific time, then the time will be constant, that is the link will start at suppose 10 a.m. and whatever the time you will choose. So I would like to click on always. Whenever I will be on Zoom meeting, I can upload my form. And here you can see option alert before 1 minute, and you can provide appropriate message, that is form is closing soon, submit before timeout. So I will enable this option, and after that what I have to do is publish form. When I will click on the publish form, there are some options that will be available to me. The first one is this, that is view published form. If you want to view how your published form looks like, you can view. This is copy link to clipboard and unpublished form, and then view audience dashboard. Right now I will click on copy link to clipboard because I will have to copy this URL to my Zoom meeting. I'm already in the Zoom meeting. I will click on my Zoom meeting, return to meeting, and then click on the chat. When I will click on chat, see here the chat window has come. I will just paste this link and then click enter. Now the students will get this link. When the students will get this link, I will click on this. The student will click on this. And suppose it is set for 30 minutes. Click on start and the timer starts. Here the student will get the time of 30 minutes. See, this is your form and it will look like this. When 30 minutes will be completed, the form will be, the link will be, the form submission will stop automatically. So the student will have to submit the form within 30 minutes. One more thing, and after making all these things, means after responding all the queries, the student will have to click on submit. Suppose I'm right now just I'm filling this form. Suppose name Vijay Kumar Advani, class with section. Suppose I'm writing class 10th A. Suppose I'm writing keyboard. I have to answer this question. Suppose right now I'm not doing this. I'm just giving you a demo. I'm clicking on the 4 and then clicking on submit. When I will click on the submit, your response has been recorded, means your response has been submitted. Total points for score to percentage 0.50, means I have given only I have got score 2 out of 4 points. So what I have to do now is I will again go to my form, that is in Google form. I will see responses. See here, one has come, means only I was the person who was giving responses. So under responses, see the summary of all the answers of questions has come. See, this is the summary, means you have scored 2 points, in which section you have answered the question and in which section you have not answered the question. All this descriptive summary will come. Now what you will have to do is, one more thing you have to do, and it will be very much beneficial to you. See this. This is create a spreadsheet. You just click on it. When you will click on this, create a new spreadsheet or select existing spreadsheet. Suppose I want to create a new spreadsheet. I would like to click on create. When I will click on the create, see, these are all the responses that has been converted to spreadsheet. In the same way, you can analyze all the results, all the responses of the students. See this. I have answered 2 questions, the decimal expansion of 1 and then this 2. I have answered question number 1 and question number 3. These all things are displaying to me. I can see very well the name of the student with class and section, the responses he has given, and what are the marks, that is out of 4 he has scored 2. So this is all about how to work in Google Forms, and how to means while in Zoom app, how will you share your link and the students will respond. All things are covered under this video. I hope this video is useful to you. Thank you.